Well, day number 10 here at the Nepal Premier League, and the end of day wrap on what was a very difficult day for the batters, to say the least. New location too. We're here behind the scenes in the commentary box. This is our little lip mics there, you can see. In fact, Mikhail Vaswamy is just going through the post-match presentation right now, but I'll give you a run through of everything that happened today. It was a very, very challenging batting surface. In fact, we only saw 100 crossed twice by two of the teams. We'll start with that morning game. It was the El Clasico of the Nepal Premier League, a match that we will not just see once in this competition. I feel we may well see it twice or even possibly three times. You may ask how that's possible, how Jankapur may end up playing Sudurpaschim more than once. Well, if they finish first and second in the table, they'll meet in that initial eliminator, the challenger, to go through to the grand final on Saturday the 21st of December, and then from there they could again meet in the grand final. So there's the possibility of two, if not three, El Clasicos during this year's inaugural season of the NPL. But the Sudurpaschim side, who've been so good throughout the tournament, they've only lost one game. That was to the Chitwan Rhinos. Dipender Singh Ari's men have been quite brilliant. And before I even touch on the performance, the crowd this morning was truly mind-boggling. Just after 9:30, maybe even 10 a.m. this morning, it was full to capacity. The two best supported sides in the competition, despite a real chill. It was the coldest we've seen. There was a lot of frost on the ground throughout this TU International Cricket Ground. They came in massive numbers and they created the most incredible atmosphere. I think they slightly outnumbered their opposition fans, the Sudurpaschim Royals, but certainly the Jankapur Bolts were very well supported too. And for that first innings, we thought that their bowling effort had done enough. It was 123 that they made with the bat after being off to a flying start. The Sudurpaschim Royals. Binod Bandari was in the runs again with 33. Saif Zaid made 21. They were 55 for none at one point, but then they just collapsed in a heap. 123 for 9. Kishore Mahato thought his comeback spell was brilliant. He went from 2 overs, none for 20, to finish with 4 for 35. 2 wickets apiece to Sharmala and Arniko Yadav as well, and nobody really could make any runs, although Isham Pandey's 17 did prove to be a crucial 17 runs. And then the second innings was carnage right from the start. They started with spin. The first 12 overs of the game were all bowled by spinners. Harmeet Singh, an outstanding signing, fresh from a Player of the Series performance at the GSL, that new tournament there in Guyana. He was part of the side from Bangladesh, the Rangpur Riders, that won that competition. He took 2 for 2. There was also 2 for 27 for Dipender Singh Ari, and a somersault, a highlight moment, as he dismissed James Neesham. And Isham Pandey's 2 wickets swung him the player of the match. Nobody really, barring young Joshua Trump, did anything with the bat. He made 13, and then really that was that. What about this afternoon's game? Well, the two sides that played this afternoon, remember, Lumbini Lions were in a must-win position. They were here watching the end of that first game, and I think that put a few demons into the minds of the batters, to say the least, because what ended up happening was really another low-scoring match. A little bit of carnage right from the off. I didn't think that we were going to see enough from the Kathmandu Gurkhas. What did they post? 103, but it ended up being more than enough. Really, that much vaunted batting lineup that's relied so heavily upon Rohit Paudel. As soon as he was dismissed, it didn't look like they were going to be able to defend or to get down and chase that total. Tom Moores was bowled by a beauty from Herod Erasmus. Nobody really scored many runs, but Karen Casey's team, they were the heroes. In fact, if you look at his performance, he picked up 4 wickets. He was very much the star of the show with the ball, and also young Dipesh Kandel, he was quite brilliant. Player of the match though, it went to Karen Casey for his 4 for 16. Have to give a special shout out to the little diminutive left arm spinner. Thought he bowled beautifully. In terms of the batting for the Gurkhas, well, it continues to be a challenge, but Pratik Shrestra's 20 towards the end of the first innings, coupled with Dan Douthwaite's 21, got them up to 103. Also, Bim Sharkey played very much a steady innings of 31. There were some good bowling performances, plenty of wickets. Sad Bin Safar had 3. Abhishesh Gautam continued his great tournament, and Raymond Simmons, they picked up 2 apiece. For the first time he has bowled in this tournament, Rohit Paudel went wicketless, and as soon as he fell, when he was trapped LBW for 8 by young Kandel, that was that. Try as they may, and a chance at redemption for Bibek Yadav right at the end, just wasn't able to do it. And sadly, the Lumbini Lions, I feel so sorry for Rohit Paudel. 269 runs in the competition, 7 wickets, 4 catches, run outs as well. He's done everything he can for his team, but he just couldn't get them over the line. So that's going to wrap it up for day 10. Doubleheader action again tomorrow. And I do feel a little bit for the ground staff, because so difficult with the chilly temperatures, the snow up in the mountains, haven't been able to get a bit of heat into the wickets to make them play a little bit quicker. So spinners, we suspect, are going to dominate the rest of the competition, and we're going to have to see who's going to come into play tomorrow, and we'll have no doubt that the doubleheader action will have a big effect on where those 4 playoff places are going to go. Going to wrap it up for the day for me, Andrew Leonard. So great to see so many of you here, and a big shout out to all of my commentary colleagues. Loving working with them and bringing you every single ball of this amazing inaugural NPL. We'll see you soon.